Dumalang to the most exquisite people. This is your girl Claudia, and this is my first Q&A video. So the first question that I got was, why do you think model is the right path for you? I think model is the right path for me because I come from disadvantaged community whereby we do not have an example. We do not have people that we look up to. It's been a longest time since we had such, and we do not have a high rate of successful people. Therefore, I think a lot of young women believe that you cannot make it into the corporate world. You will not make it in life if you come from a disadvantaged community like I do. And therefore, I want to be an example to a younger generation that are coming after me that it is possible to come from a poor family, to come from such communities and making it to the world, and to come from Ekasi to the universe. I mean, it's all about discipline. It's all about self introspection. It's all about um, self search and making the right decisions for yourself. And I believe that I made the choice of being a model because I wanted to serve, I wanted to lead, I wanted to change a lot of young women's minds and make their life better. And I hope in the near future I'll be able to encourage and I'll be able to be a role model to a lot of young women. The second question was, if it were up to you to bring change to this country, what would the change be? I'm a firm believer of reading, and I believe illiteracy in the country is a major fail. And I believe that we are successfully failing in that kind of a field. So I want to establish reading in disadvantaged communities, and I want a lot of young women not to make any excuses of saying I cannot afford to buy a book. I want young women to get hold of books. I want young women to be able to read because I believe that we can be able to conquer the current issues that we're facing through reading. Because if you're able to empower yourself and you are able to change your life for the better, then we're gonna have a successful generation. We're gonna have a successful future, and we're gonna have successful leaders. So, therefore, I believe that even through the current state we are facing of domestic violence, we can also beat it through reading because we empower women, we make women to stand for themselves, but we also don't balance the equation. We also don't educate men on how to treat women. We don't educate men on how to become better, on how to be better men, how to be better fathers of tomorrow, of how to be able to live with women without hurting them physically nor mentally. And I believe that through reading we can conquer those kind of things. We can balance the equation. We can be able to empower women to stand up for themselves, and we also can be able to empower men to become better people, and we also can empower men to be leaders as well, and women to also be leaders. And therefore I believe that if I were to bring about change, that would be the change. The last question that I'm going to take is, if you were given a chance to advise young people, what would you say to them? Young people, there is never a time where you must feel you are not enough. There is never a time where you must feel it's not the right time for you to do something. Always, if you want to pursue your dream, it is never too late, it is never too early. Do it now because the future doesn't owe you anything, and you never know what a future holds, and you never know if the opportunity of you going for the thing can ever come again. And I would like young people to get out of their comfort zone. I believe that I wouldn't have found my gift in the modeling industry if had I not been able to get out of my comfort zone. And I believe that a lot of young women should do what they have never done before so that they can discover their true potential, so that they can discover who they are. Because when you get out of your comfort zone, that's where you realize the kind of things that you were able to do, but you couldn't do because you are too comfortable with yourself. And therefore, I want young women to be able to stand up for themselves. I want young people to be able to better their lives. And I want young people to take a stand and do what they believe can be done and invent in the things that are dear to their hearts. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll be posting another one the following Friday, and every Friday I'll be posting a new video. So don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to tell a friend to subscribe. If you've got any questions, hit me on my Facebook and ask me anything.